asking for a friend, surviving betrayal, family games, and the long road to wisdom. Sometimes life hands you more pain than you thought one person could carry. You expect hard times, but you don't expect them to come from every direction. Family, marriage, even your own health. I'm writing this for anyone who's been there or is there right now. Maybe you'll see yourself in this. Maybe you'll find something that helps. That's the only reason I'm sharing. Betrayal and marriage. I spent decades married to someone who couldn't or wouldn't tell the truth. There were years of suspicion, lies, confessions that weren't really confessions, and endless trickle truth that always kept me uncertain. She'd go out, spend hours with another man, swear nothing happened, then years later admit to more, but never all of it. Even now, I doubt I know the whole story. The worst part wasn't even the sex, it was the lying. The way I was made to feel crazy for asking questions. The way I'd get vague answers, the new details would surface months or years later, reopening all the old wounds. Sometimes out of pure malice, she'd even say things just to hurt me, then claim she was lying, and expect that to be the end of it. If you're living in a storm of lies, feeling physically sick from the stress and doubting your own sanity, you're not alone. That's what years of betrayal do to a person. It breaks down your sense of safety and reality. It makes you question everything, including yourself. Family games and childhood scars. My childhood wasn't much better. I grew up in a house where favoritism, secrecy, and being used as a scapegoat were part of daily life. My sister figured out early that she could lie and get me in trouble to save herself. Even as adults, the pattern never really stopped. When my parents died, the games got worse. Promises were broken, wills disappeared, and somehow a family inheritance that should have helped everyone got whittled down to scraps except for the favorites. I still suspect fraud, but the truth is long gone. If you grew up feeling like you were always last, always the one getting blamed or left out, you know how deep those wounds go. They shape how you trust, how you love, how you see yourself. Why am I so sensitive? After all this, I sometimes wonder if I'm too sensitive, if I feel things too deeply. But the truth is, when you grow up in chaos, your brain learns to scan for danger. You get good at reading people, at sensing lies and shifts in mood because your survival depends on it. That's not weakness, that's adaptation, but it does make life harder, especially when you can't turn it off. Faith, wisdom, and the cost of knowing too much. I believe in God, I always have. When I was young, I felt like I was given a choice. Wisdom or wealth, I chose wisdom, thinking the rest would follow. But I got the crash course, a lifetime of seeing through people, understanding motives, and never being able to just not know. Sometimes knowing too much hurts more than it helps, especially when you see the same patterns repeat over and over. How to survive when you don't have all the answers. You're not crazy if the stories don't add up. It's not because you're broken, it's because someone else is lying. You're allowed to grieve what you lost, the childhood you didn't get, the marriage you thought you had, the years spent caring for others who never cared back. You can set boundaries even if it's just for your own sanity. You don't have to solve everyone's problems. You're not weak for wanting peace, wanting a few good years, some comfort, some honesty. Isn't selfish, it's human. Faith doesn't mean handling it all yourself. Sometimes letting go is the bravest thing you can do. You're in the middle of it. Reach out even if it's just online, even if you don't trust anyone. You're not alone, even if it feels that way. Don't blame yourself. The people who hurt you made their choices. You don't owe them your forgiveness or your silence. Look for small ways to rebuild, a walk, a journal, a prayer. Even one small thing that makes you feel like yourself again. Why share this? Because maybe someone out there is drowning in the same confusion, the same pain, and needs to hear that it's not just them, that survival is possible, that you can be lied to, used, and left behind and still find a way forward. If you're reading this and it sounds like your life, I see you, and you're not alone. Take care of yourself. It's not selfish. Survival.